All right, dealing with some rain,
yes,
unfortunately.
a little bit of rain this afternoon, too, yeah.
There was a brief moment where today was really nice.
Yeah.
It was about 50 degrees. It was sunny.
Yes.
And then it changed.
And now we're here.
Yeah.
And that's sort of how the weekend's going to go. Tomorrow looks good. Sunday?
Yes.
Oh, we've issued a first alert now for a bit more rain. We'll talk much more about that in just a second. Let's get to the rain that's going on right now. First alert live radar starting to fill in a bit here. We're beginning to see those lighter showers across parts of northwestern Connecticut. And we're especially interested here because this is a bit of a steadier rain that's starting to build in through Fairfield County. And this will continue moving northeast, starting to see showers into the greater New Haven area, Milford to West Haven to New Haven, and then parts of the Route 8 corridor too, up to about Shelton. North of that, still dry, but that's going to be short-lived. So keep the umbrellas on standby throughout the evening tonight. A live look in our iCam in New Haven. Again, things still dry right now, 49 degrees in the Elm City along the shoreline. In the eastern part of the state, we're looking live right now in New London, where it's 50, variable winds at about 3 miles per hour. Today, we saw temperatures along and east of 91 top out in the lower 50s. West of 91, 45 to 50 degrees. Things have changed since then, though. Temperatures have fallen back, especially in the northwestern part of the state, down to 39 in Salisbury, 42 in Torrington right now. Meriden, Chester, 46. 49 in Norwich, again, still 50 in Groton, 45 in Putnam. So another big spread in temperatures, just like what we saw this morning. Like Scott mentioned, this morning we started off with even a bit of patchy black ice across the state, since some spots fell into the 20s earlier today. First Alert Futurecast shows these scattered showers continuing for the remainder of the evening with quick improvements as we approach tomorrow morning. But what you can't see here is visibility. We're expecting temperatures tonight about 35 to 40 inland, low to mid 40s along the shoreline. Showers end, but the moisture lingers. Patchy fog develops. First Alert Futurecast showing visibility as low as a half mile or a quarter mile around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So if you have plans to get out early tomorrow, just know you'll be dealing with a bit of fog. That gives way to mostly cloudy skies around 5 o'clock, or rather 10 o'clock in the morning. We're back to about 50 degrees, with temperatures tomorrow expected to top out in the low and mid 50s, dropping back into the 40s by 6 p.m. tomorrow. First Alert Futurecast shows the clouds thickening back up tomorrow evening. So while we get a brief break of sun, the clouds return quickly. The pattern remains active. Sunday morning, like we mentioned yesterday, starting to see some signals that we'll actually see some rain showers to begin the day on Sunday. But here's where the first alert comes into play. Steadier, heavier rain beginning around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is going to have an impact on the CIAC semifinals for football, any holiday events going on outside. Be ready for some steadier and heavier rain through the evening. We're expecting about a ½ to an inch of rain to fall within that time frame. We could see some locally higher amounts in the mix. Beyond that, this low pressure does move out quickly, so on Monday, with a bit of a shift to northwest winds and developing sunshine, we should be able to get back up into the 50s, albeit briefly. A bit breezy on Monday, too. Temperatures start to fall back a bit into Tuesday and Wednesday. So our first alert here on Sunday, as rain becomes likely. You can track those showers with the WFSB weather app. Temperatures next week generally trending downward. Our pick for getting out this weekend and decorating is going to be tomorrow. Even despite the fog in the morning and the clouds in the afternoon, seize the moment because things trend to become even more unsettled on Sunday. We'll have another check of the First Alert 7-day forecast coming up in less than 10.